I'm never deer hunting again. Freaking damn it, dude, I'm gonna lose.
Hit with her first.
Oh, mother.
Ay, 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 go crazy. Ay, 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 yeah.
Pretty exciting stuff, guys. It's November 24th, 5th, 24th. Behind me, new Kubota, 40 or newer. It's 50 hours on it, but it's a rental machine. Regardless, new partnership potentially coming with local Kubota dealer, working on some deals. So I'm gonna shoot a video on the new 97-3, and I'm gonna shoot a video on the 75-3 if that's what they want. So I spoke with him this morning. Obviously, you see the Kubota behind me. First time working with a Kubota rental company. I'm in Franklin, Indiana. So if you guys from around here, you know where I'm at. I'm a little ways from home, but behind me, we're 115-foot long retaining wall going in behind these folks' pool. So biggest retaining wall to date for our company, for my company, and I'm excited to have you guys tag along. Season's coming in, so this off season, what we're gonna start doing is filming how-to videos, how to load a machine, how to boot a machine down, what size gravel you need for what driveways. We're gonna break it down in layman terms, simple as possible, to give you guys the best quality product from my teaching. So I don't know everything, but I'm just gonna show you what I do know to help you make some money. My wife stays at home. I got a high country Duramax that I had to buy, my account made me. I got a camper, and my life is awesome in my opinion. So I am living the American dream. I'm not a millionaire, I'm not Bill Gates, I'm not Elon freaking Musk, but I clear a good profit, have a good time, and I can bring you guys this awesome content. More dirt, baby. And always remember, God first, family second, work third, more dirt, let's build a wall. Below what kind of content you'll see from Kubota. Like, I know they're coming up with a new excavator and some stuff going on. So this relationship just sparked from a sales guy at the Kubota dealer, and he's actually interested in what I'm doing. He's like, hey, you know, we're interested in working with you and doing something possible. So I'm not sure if it's coming from Kubota high up, or it's coming from this local store. It doesn't matter. Regardless, is a company's willing to work with us to find a happy medium to work together. So provide you guys coming and starting out in business, Kubota is a good option, man. It's affordable, it's awesome. The overhead door, you can't beat it. And if I can provide you guys quality intel when you're making a decision whether to sign your dotted line, sign your name on the dotted line for thousands of dollars, and if I can make you feel better about it and have knowledge going into it, that's what I'm here for. So comment below what kind of machines you want to see, what style of work you want to see, like what pros, what cons. I'll be honest with you, like I am with everything. There's no sugarcoating shit. I'm gonna tell you what I think. If I think it's shit, it's gonna be shit. I told them that. If I get in it, I don't like it, I'm gonna tell them I don't like it. So they're not paying me. I'm saying what I believe. So let me know. Hi guys, end of day one. Well, not for us, but Colby's got a jet to Terre Haute, about a 2-hour drive. Probably, right? 2 hours?
Yeah.
So, footer stepped 2 times or 3 times? 2 times.
Twice.
Yeah, so two steps in the footer so far. We got our stone down base. So what we do, we overdig actually the 18 inches. We put a foot of stone and half, that way a whole block's buried. Or almost, it's like 3/4 of a block's buried. That way I have enough that I can put for the plate compactor. But we got to clean something here, I'll screed it off with a rake. We'll come along, we'll get it on grade. And then tomorrow we'll bring the plate compactor and we'll plate compact it. But first thing in the morning, if it's raining, I gotta go pick up a check. I gotta go down to Lagodi, which is almost country, an hour south of my house. Look at a big old pole barn and want concrete poured at. So the concrete journey is continuing. So he wants a wall poured, a floor poured, and a whole bunch of dirt work done. So then that saga continues. So stay tuned. Don't skip out this video right now because it's about to get good. This is the biggest retaining wall we've ever built. It's about to be an awesome transformation.
1 week later.
Hey, what's up? So crazy story. I forgot my big coat, so I'm wearing my my hunting jacket. Anyways, it snowed here, so retaining wall oasis. Remember that time a couple weeks ago we were talking about deer hunting and shipping out and work? Yeah, I'm painting clown paint in my face right now because I could have built this whole wall without the snow. But it's all right, you know what I mean? Compromise. You gotta hunt some, live some, work some. But anyways, here's my 2-foot level. Here's my double hammer. We're gonna set this first row of blocks. I started setting the first row the other day before it snowed. I got down to like block number 26. I noticed somehow, some way, there was like a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch dip. So that first row was higher and the footage must have settled after I compacted it more than the top. So I had to shin that down or screed that off more, drop those blocks down, then it'll be dead nut perfect. And hopefully today, by the end of the day, we can have the whole first row laid and slow and steady with the snow like this. So I pushed snow for 11 hours. Monday night, today is Wednesday. So yesterday, from 5:30 or at 5:30 Monday night is when I left the house. I didn't get home till 6:30 the next morning, so Tuesday morning. So I slept all day yesterday, slept all last night, and then we're working today. So this time of year, everything takes a little bit longer. How's that look, Colby?
It's looking level.
It's looking pretty good, bro. Oh my gosh. I'm never deer hunting again. What? I have to skip work to deer hunt. I'm a loser, bro. Freaking damn it, dude, I'm a loser. Alright, just leaving Kubota. Look at that thumb. Can you tell the difference in my thumb at all? I hit that with the soft blow, the dead blow hammer. It slipped when I was trying to level up the brake and it turned and just smoked my thumb. So look at that. Yeah, that is lit on flame there. So not having a good time. It's 11:30. I'm contemplating on just going home, to be honest with you. I really can't afford to get this done. So I can keep money rolling in because, like I said, I don't start saving for winter till like November, and that was like 2 weeks ago. Now I expect to snow December 1st. So here we are contemplating life, and not really contemplating life, but it's cold. It's 23 degrees, and what did you say the wind chill felt like?
It feels like 14.
It feels like 14, so not a big deal. Just like, and plus, I tell you what's crazy. It's like when you hit your thumb with a hammer in the cold, it doesn't hurt at all. It literally, I was ready to burn the whole entire job upside down. Like I would have torched the whole thing if I could. So I'm not that dramatic, but I actually am that dramatic. So we're gonna probably go get some sand to keep level up the rest of our footer. I'd like to get the whole thing done today, like the first row, but I'll be honest, guys, this hurts. As I'm sitting here and it keeps swelling up, I don't know if I'll be able to move my thumb in the next 30 minutes because it hurts so bad. So we'll keep you posted. About to be shooting at the ops, bro. I feel like I'm about to go gang on them. I stepped in a post holder. I forgot to say, look at this. Look at yeah. Thank gosh I didn't break my freaking femur. Midday update. It is clearly winter outside, but you want to knock off his lips every time you're doing these. On the bottom row, we always knock off the lips, makes it easier. So somewhere I have lost my sledgehammer in the snow. See, you know, my safety glasses are somewhere to be found, so I'm using this as my safety glasses. But yeah, making progress.
The ears exposed.
Making progress. Got the Colby's got the radio started. That sun actually feels warm.
Yeah.
You feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Holy smokes, I'm about to get my sunscreen on. I'm gonna get burned. But radio starting. You can see my plate compactor over here underneath the tarp. I left it here because I plate compacted this. That's the first step in the footer right there where that's sitting. So my goal was to get to the first step today. You can see down through there, I started putting the blocks on the second row. And next week we're doing a septic tank riser. A lid riser we looked at a few weeks ago. And we looked at a waterproof job. It got cold about. But yeah, we got the proper gear. We got our gang on. Got the leather gloves like a cowboy. And I'm sweating. How you feel, Colby?
Well, I mean, I feel a lot better than this morning.
Yeah, this morning was rough. We came unprepared.
Yeah.
Now I need sunglasses on because I'm blinded by the light. As you can see, we got to our first step in the footer. Got our grade established with our base. And then you can see the radius. Check this radius out. Colby's math got the radius dialed. We actually went 14-14, so backup block is 14 foot off the edge of pool on this side and that side with the radius of math he did, because you know I ain't doing no math. If the iPhone calculator can't do it, I can't do it. I'll be honest with you. We got the block drain right here. Because the first block buried, you can see the first block's all the way under the dirt. So we put the drain at the top of the first block, so this is the lowest point. So when it drains, we'll drain right out here. Then we're gonna take that drainage up there, and we're gonna run it behind this as well. All the downspouts and pool drain. I think we might run it behind the wall. We might not. I don't know. I got mixed emotions about doing that. I might actually just dig, and we'll just dig a trench out and daylight out here on the south side, or this side I should say. I don't know if it's south. This side of their septic line, because all the downspouts in the pool pump, everything's going out down there, and it's just making a mess. So if we can get out here in this lower area and let it soak out in the yard, it'd be better. But that's a wrap for day number 2.5, I guess. We were pretty skeptical. Both of us were skeptical about being productive, because right off the bat, you can see my thumb looks like I don't know if you can really tell. You can tell how fat my thumb is. I hit it with a dead blow hammer earlier, and right off the rip, and I'm like, Bub, I don't know how productive we're gonna be today. We both were down at the dumps. We got some Kubota, went to Menards, got these cowboy gloves and our gang, whatever these things are called. These things called
Balaclavas.
They're called gangland. We made it happen. We got second win, got a little Mexican food in us, and made it happen. So we'll touch base later. Next time on site, I reckon. Just went to Wings Etc. Got me 12 boneless wings. It's in my what the green bean thing's called? The fried green bean thing.
Fried green bean fries.
Yeah, green bean fries. Sorry. We had some of those, and I'm ready for a nap. 1:30 here Friday. It gets dark, 5 o'clock. So dropping this off. Gonna try to get the second row backfilled and get ready for GeoGrid. Completely forgot to go to Menards on the way up here. Like, that was my whole intent, to go down to Wilmington, go Estimate, Menards up here. Skip Menards completely, my brain forgot. We went to lunch, now we're here dropping this off, gonna get ready for GeoGrid, which it takes a long time to get ready. We have 115 foot wall, so. A lot of backfill to do. Should have more stone here for some next week, maybe today still. I'm not sure when Dylan's bringing it, but yeah, a lot going on.
Ay, ay. Ay, 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 go crazy. Ay, 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 yeah, go crazy. Got picked twice a day, my type of 2 a day. Woke up with no plans, what I'ma do today.
Look at the mud hole out there, dude. Dude, that scoop tire that Eli was running there in Australia.
Big dial out here.
Just making money happen, son. Trying to get a whole shot. I like getting like this layer, like pretty smoothed out, and then that way when you put your plate on there, the plate has a smooth place to compact. And plus, when you're doing lifts, the smoother your compacted area, it just seems like it works out better that way. Look at me, breathing hard after come alonging for 4 seconds. Colby goes, I hate come alonging. Never heard someone say that. I started laughing. Funny.
I got no shoes today. My baby missed me, wishing it was 2 of me. And I'm like, if from nothing was the real deal. I've been up and down Pharaoh. Friend, bro, you did a real kill. Off the liquor and some